we are live. So, hello, bonjour from Toronto, more specifically on the Danforth, just approaching Donlands, and we're heading west. Gonna see if we can make it to, to Riverdale Park. We'll see how it is. The snow's not too bad, at least. But I was kind of curious to see how it is. Hey, Timmy. First ones. Good to see you, Timmy. I wonder if I got on before Maddie or not. I think Maddie was supposed to go on at 1, but I think he postponed. It's actually not too bad for walking. Like, I don't know how it is downtown, but on the east side, it seems like they've been plowing the sidewalks and the roads. I did see a snowplow go by earlier, just before starting my stream. So I think so far the city is doing an okay job. Yes, I guess he didn't go live. Hey, Toronto Doo-Wop's music guy, good to see ya. So you'll see some businesses have shoveled their sidewalks, but so far not too many on this side. But maybe once we go past Donlands, there might be a few more that have shoveled. But it's kind of like heavy wet snow. I woke up this morning around 7:30 and there's nothing happening. Hey, Ann Garvey, good to see you. So there was nothing happening when I looked out the window, and then about a half an hour later, I was getting some work done and I could hear like tapping noises. And I looked and I saw it was like little pellets. And then it started turning into snow around, I guess around like 10 or so. And it's supposed to stop around 5 or 6, although it's lightening up at the moment. But I figured I'd take a little break and go for a walk in this before it stops at least. And Timmy says we had snow here in the morning, but only 1 or 2 centimeters out in Halifax. I've noticed the smaller side streets up around where I live did have sidewalk plows go down it, so it wasn't too bad. The only bad part is walking over the giant snowbanks. I almost fell. Hey, Stephen Edwards. Says, hi, Eddie. What do you know? More snow. Joy, oh joy. I can sense the sarcasm. I think we're a little bit over the snow this year. We've definitely had our fair share for the next 5 years. I mean, you can still see these giant, like, snow piles just there. And that was from, like, the last snowfall still, which was just over 3 weeks ago. Oh, and there's a dog patiently waiting, covered by a bit of snow. It's a camera shy dog. I don't know. We'll find out, Stephen, if businesses are shut down, but so far I don't think so. Square Boys looks like it's still operating, but I'm sure they'd still be operating even if there was an apocalypse. So you can always count on them. Kawartha is open. I remember last time when I did my last snow stream, people were making a big deal about Kawartha being open and there being a bit of a lineup inside in the middle of a snowstorm. Yeah, there's people coming out. That's so funny. Yeah, and there's someone in there buying. I almost want to like interview and be like, what compelled you to go buy snow on a day like today? And I hope they give me some really chaotic answer. They're like, I was held at gunpoint by my wife and I had to go buy ice cream. She's 14 months pregnant. Hey, Modano. Good to see you, Modano. Happy snow day. Oh, and there's that creepy monkey. We are on the Danforth, Anne, walking west. This is Jones Avenue. I guess I'll cross here. I'll have to wait till the next light cycle. And Stephen Edwards says these streams make me so hungry. I had a small bite to eat before coming out, but I didn't have like a full proper lunch. But it should be fine. Oh, the Money Mart closed down, or whatever was there. I think it was a Money Mart. Have I ever run into Reed in the street? No, I don't believe I have. I'm trying to remember. The name sounds familiar. I'm trying to put a picture to a face to the name, rather. Hey, Megan Alyssa, good to see ya. And then Garvey says, love Cop Watch Toronto on YouTube. You ever met him? No, I don't think I have. Oh wow, it's taking a long time to turn. Hey, Flick Hunter, good to see ya. A snow walk, and I've got my good battery juice this time, so I could go for a bit. Last one I had to end it like just barely over an hour because, and oh my god, I was at 3,000 people watching that one. I'm sure we won't hit anywhere near that number today, but that was nuts. And then my battery was dying. I was so disappointed. Hey, Chelsea. I feel like I've been standing at this light for like more than 5 minutes now and it's not changed. There we go, now it's finally changing. Hey, Aaron. Aaron says, very light snow starting here in Lindsay. 15 centimeters was predicted for last night, never happened. Yeah, I think it's a little bit overblown. Even here we're supposed to get, what did they say, like 20 centimeters or so? Inch 316. Hi there, Eddie. I joined your channel a week or so ago. Love your content and very clear video. Oh, you're in the Hamilton area. Well, thanks for subbing, Inch. Really appreciate it, and thanks for joining in this snow walk. So, someone asked me where the I don't know what you call these, like the kind of like banner for Greektown. This is usually where it is, but it's not there right now. They took it down a while ago. So it's a wet packing snow. which is perfect for snowballs, for those of you wondering, because it is hovering around 0 to -1. So it'd be perfect for snowballs and snowmen. Hey, Marg D. Good to see you, Marg. Sorry about the throat clearing. I'm on the tail end of a really nasty cold. Feeling much better, but still a little bit congested. But one of the worst colds I've had in a decade. Last week. There we go, fluff me up over there. Still haven't gone inside the coffee dessert gifts place. It looks really cute from the outside. The one in the middle there. Hey Ali, good to see ya. Steven says snowman sounds less violent. Have you ever seen the movie Jack Frost with the... Was it Jack Frost? I think that was the one with the murdering snowman, but then there was the Michael Keaton one where it was the dad turned into a snowman. I forget the name of either or. Hey Navin, this is Return of the Mac Eddie. Just got home from work. Thanks for the snow stream. Yeah, no worries Navin, thanks for hopping in. At the moment it's not too bad. You can see some flurries falling. But the intensity kind of goes. It'll come for a bit and then it'll stop and then it'll come. But it's supposed to stop around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. So I wanted to get out while it's still falling. JB says, hi from Mid-Hudson Valley, New York. I think I got your call. Well, my apologies for sending my cold your way. My downstairs neighbor caught my cold, so he's going through it really bad right now. It's like a doozy. For like 5 days straight, I just had no energy, couldn't like get my thoughts out, just crawled to the doctor basically, just be told stay in bed and rest. So there's the building of the Ontario line. Even with the snow going, still a work day for these folks. Oh, that's so funny. That snow is all yellow, and I almost stepped in it too. Lemonade snow. Steven said it started to get really windy up here in North York. Oh, keep that up there. I can deal with the falling snow. I hate wind. Oh, we're gonna walk by Athens really quick because they're playing loud copyright Greek music, and we don't want to get the stream demonetized. Oh, look at the birds. The flock of them. Probably pigeons, right? They're gonna land on the roof of the church. Oh, they're gone.
Yes, lots of snow.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Andrew. Hello from Kingston, not snowing here. I guess it's more of a GTA thing with the snow happening. But I think I've seen you in Maddie's streams. I hope that Nightbot got you. Seemed to be delayed response from Nightbot though, because I was able to see your message. We have a traffic agent here. Probably a smart thing to do at these really messy intersections. There's the RBC building. It's really, yeah, JB, a lot of interesting architecture style, especially at this intersection right here. There's some old, some new, something borrowed, lots of blue, because it's Greek town. And there's the Holy Name Church. And then behind it, which we can't really see at the moment because it's a small church, is the Greek Orthodox Church. I've never been inside this church proper. I was in the basement when I was voting, but I've never actually been in like the main hall of the church. I didn't know you can just like walk in churches like as a tourist in Toronto. I mean, I would do it when I would go to Europe and whatnot all the time, but it never passed my thought until I saw a friend taking photos inside of St. James Cathedral, I think, downtown over the weekend. Ooh, Taco Bell. Oh, you think the traffic agent is a crossing guard? Maybe. There are actual crossing guards. I saw one earlier. Though they only work when schools are out and lunch hour and in the morning. Hey, Brett Sheehan, good to see ya. Wet snow north of Barrie. Yeah, it's a lot of wet snow even down here. Hey, no names. So I thought you could only go into the Greek Orthodox one during the doors open event. Yeah, that's not this. The Greek Orthodox one, we can't see it. It's kind of like hidden behind there. I think that one you can't just walk in, but I think I heard this one you can just go in, maybe. It's the bigger churches that usually just kind of let you go in and look. Again, I'm not well versed on that topic, so, and I've just learned about it myself. I guess the Greek Orthodox one probably is only open during service and otherwise there's nobody there. Because it's a very, very small church. Yeah, see, here's a crossing guard, Stephen, like an actual, or as I found out they call them in the UK, they call them lollipop men. Because it looks like they're holding a giant lollipop. Oh, why did he want to cross now when it's red, but didn't when it was green? Tre stelle. I wonder if people are in Baskin Robbins. Probably. I mean, we saw people coming to Kawartha. And No Name says, I'm thinking of St. George's Greek Orthodox Church. It's very ornate. That'd be really cool to see inside. I'll have to make a note to go check it out at doors open. Hey, Mark. This is, hey, Eddie Toronto in the thick of it. Yeah, It's not too bad though. This is like, we've been dealt worse 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago was way worse than this. Everything seems pretty open too. Hey, Paula says, how long has it been snowing for? Kind of started around, well, the freezing rain part, or the ice pellets started around 8:30, and turned into snow around, I guess around like 10:30, maybe 11. But boy, when it turned down to snow, it was coming down thick and fast. But now it's a bit lighter. There's 80 of you here, so welcome guys. If you're enjoying this stream, please do me a favor and hit the thumbs up. It helps share it around. And if you enjoy this kind of content, I do walks throughout the city pretty regularly, live streams like this, so you could toss me a sub and that would make me extremely happy. I forgot, Athens Pastry is closed because they're where they would do their baking. It's under redevelopment. So they decided to close here instead for the time being. And Rocket said, my comment disappeared. Sorry about that. I don't know if it was the Nightbot taking it away or something, but I did not see it. Oh yeah, there's Alexander the Great Parquet. We went into that last snowstorm, so let's go have a look again. Of course, there's no one over there, but I mean, why would there be? Who wants to go sit in a park in the middle of winter? Me, I would do it. I'm crazy enough to do it. And Rocket says Toronto's expensive as a MF. Montreal's supposed to be very expensive. I thought Montreal's supposed to be cheaper than Toronto. Nothing's come to clear the bike lanes yet, which was funny because last time the bike lanes were getting cleared and nothing else was. Hey, Mike Landry, good to see you, Mike. I hope you're doing well. They still have the tree up at the park, the Christmas tree. And then we have a statue of Alexander the Great. It does look like there's some tracks, so some people have been walking around here. So Red Rocket is open. Hey, Brad. Good to see you, Brad. I hope you and Maria are doing well. And Bobby too, of course. Alexandro's looks closed, or maybe it's not open yet. No, it says it opens at 10 in the morning. But it doesn't look like there's anyone in there. And the open sign is off. Maybe they'll open a bit later, although they look like they have like a giant humidifier thing going on there. I wonder if they had some damage. But the men's hairstyling is open. Someone's getting their hair styled. Hey, Transit Mobile Scooter. And hey, Darren says, hey, Eddie, we are, oh, the chat moved. We're lucking out, just rain here in Hamilton. Well, that's good, and the rain will help wash away any snow remnants you guys have. But hopefully it doesn't get cold and turn into ice tonight. And here we have another statue of Alexander the Great. I think we're gonna go check out Riverdale Park. See if there's any kids tobogganing. Although wet snow like this, I don't know if it's easier to toboggan or harder. Here, I'll kind of show you the snow. It's like hard and crunchy. See, just perfect snowball snow. So we're back on the Danforth, heading west. Just passing Logan now. Oh, the plaque is all covered in snow. And Wayne says, you like that style of glove more than finger gloves. These, like my fingers tend to get cold really quickly. So these I could actually put like a little heating pack. That's why there's a zipper to keep my fingers warm. So it helps a lot, especially when you're holding a gimbal. Your fingers get like really cold in the gimbal hand. So I hate them. They suck for touching screens, but they keep my fingers warm, which means I can keep the stream going longer. I had electric heated gloves last year, and it was kind of weird. They didn't keep my fingers warm at all. Even though the heating element, like it looked like it would go up and over each finger, but it still kept it cold. Paul says, how much snow is predicted to fall? I think they were saying 20 centimeters, but I don't think it's going to be that much. And Mike says, Eddie, how's Sip? He's doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. Oh, stacked. And there's Massini's over there. And Stranger says, can we stop for a hot chocolate? Extra marshmallows for me, please. Absolutely. We have a Tim Hortons right here, too. Where's this arrow mean on it? I guess that the entrance is at the front. And Max says, snow stopped. Not really. See, against the black, you can see it more. It's still kind of falling. It slowed down briefly, but it's starting to pick back up again. But it's like really like kind of like wet snow. Hello, are you an Emerson, Lake and Palmer fan? I actually don't know what those names are referring to, unfortunately. Setting convenience. This is a new convenience store that just opened. Opened up like about a month ago or so. And we're about to walk by some copyright music. So I'm gonna go really, really quickly and speed hustle and try to talk over it. There we go. I think we're, oh, and now we're getting more from Astoria. Although right now it's just sounds like ads. ELP70 band, British band. I'm really terrible with band names and even song names, but if I hear a song, I usually recognize it. Some people did pretty good at shoveling their sidewalks.
And
This is one of the windows I like to kind of look at when I come walk by this place. They have Labubus. Although that's a trend that really died and disappeared quickly. Hi, Karen. No, I know you can't hear me. I'm sorry they don't do closed captioning for live streams. At least my channel doesn't seem to have that enabled. A song called Ready Eddie. Oh, okay. I guess that's why you think I'm a fan of them. No, it's just my name is Eddie and it rhymes. And when I was coming up with the channel name, I wanted something that would be kind of like fun to say. Like it kind of rolls out of your mouth. Eddie Spaghetti would have worked too. Here's the Eastminster United Church. So we're just heading westbound along the north side of Danforth. I think we're coming up to Chester. And that's interesting, 286 Hair Social, because the address is 286. Actually looks like a nice kind of cozy place for getting your hair done. In Transmobile Scooter, one of the hardest things to do is all the zip ties I need to hold my gimbal and tripod in place on my scooter when I do recordings. Yeah, I've had to troubleshoot that. I do, like in the summer, I do e-scooter. I go on my e-scooter and I do live streams. And I found the best is to set my iPhone to stabilization mode for the live stream, which you can do in Prism. And then I use a chest mount. No matter how much I try to mount it to the scooter, even with like my Osmo Pocket, every little bump still kind of like vibrates the video. The unfortunate part is when I do stabilization mode, it kind of crops or punches in the image. So you don't get like as wide of a view. Bubblegum cat. Went to high school with a girl named Gimbal. That's funny. Imagine you saying, I'm going steady with Gimbal. Oh, I forgot the Krispy Kreme is there. Whoops. I went in one the other day and they had the cutest donuts with like teddy bear heads, and I wanted one so bad, but I'm low carbing, low sugaring for the month. So, and I was like, if I buy it, I'm not even gonna want to eat it anyways. I'm gonna want to look at it. So I did not get one. And there's the big LCBO on the Danforth, which has the largest selection of Greek alcohol and wines. Oh, and Cops Records. For all of those who like to collect physical vinyls. Hey, ZMPF just joined. What street is this church and what street are you on? I'm on Danforth Avenue East. We just passed Chester. And the lights up ahead are Broadview. And I guess there is a church back there. It's kind of hard to see in the scaffolding. But they're turning that church into apartments for senior citizens. So it's well under construction. But there's been like a bunch of churches we've passed on this walk. Oh, Z80. And it's Wednesday. The Wednesday is their 2-for-1 night. So if you, I think it's $10 now to get in. So, but $10 will get you 2 people in. So it's cute for a date night if you want to go there. I've had a cute date night there. Hey, gay solo traveler. Good to see you. I think I was watching one of your Instagram reels earlier. And ZMPF, I think it's cool. I've not been there in a long time. Used to work at a movie theater down there. And that's turned into a condo apartment building. Oh, and speaking of which, it's sad, the movie theater, oh gosh, I have a really fun story to tell you guys. I'm actually so excited about this. So the movie theater down at the beach is closed. I think yesterday was the last day, very sad. I lived there, right across the street from there. There's like a complex of townhouses there. And I lived there from, my mom bought that townhouse after her divorce. So 96 till, when did I move out? Like 2002 or 3? And my mom sold it in like 2010, 2011. And last night I was talking to my downstairs neighbor about the movie theater closing and whatnot. And he said he's going to his friend's housewarming party on Saturday. And this is like so odd because I was like, oh yeah, I lived in those townhouses across the street. He's like, oh, that's where it is. And then I was like, I told him the number and he's like, yeah, that's the exact townhouse that they're in. So they're having a housewarming party in the house that I spent my teenage years. And I'm hoping that I get to, because I think they're doing it this weekend, I might get to go see my teenage bedroom again and whatnot. I'm like, the universe is like works in such weird ways. Yeah, they're opening a gym there. I feel like we have a lot of gyms already. I don't think we need another gym. If I lived close to that theater, I would miss it a lot. I mean, I do kind of miss that it's gone now because I did go there a few times over the last couple of years. It's kind of sad because it's one of the businesses that added character to that area, to Queen and Coxwell, Queen and Kingston Road. Because it's unique. You wouldn't expect a movie theater there. Movie theaters are either right downtown or in the suburbs. And having a Cineplex there was really cool, and now it's turning into a bland gym. Modana says, glad it wasn't the Fox Theater or the Beaches that closed down. Yeah, at least the Fox Theater still exists, but they show older films. I don't know, my voice went really high pitched there for a second. I'm gonna cross here, but I'll wait. I last went to the Fox, I think, 3 years ago to see Friday the 13th in 3D. And I went with a friend, and there was these girls in front of us that kept talking and kept bobbing up and down, and we couldn't see over them because the seats are unfortunately very flat. And he got like really, he really told them off. Theater rage. So we're at Broadview and Danforth. We're gonna cross here. We're gonna head down. We're gonna go take a peek at Riverdale Park. Look at all this gross slush. But then it says, wow, cool. I remember they had a 3D festival there one year. Oh, that sounds cool. Although it was the red and blue old school 3D glasses. Oh, jeez. I need to step back. And I notice when you take them off for at least like half an hour, you see your eyes shift color. So one sees red and one sees blue. And Gay's still asking if I brought my toboggan. I did not. I should have. Missed opportunity. Oh, that's new. The Dutch Pop place. I feel that used to be like a, I want to say fish and chip place, but Off the Hook looks like a fish and chip place. Of course, the Broadview Diner. The Transit Mobile Scooter says one of the best theaters I went to was the Review on Ronceville's before I got my scooter. Yeah, when they were closed during the pandemic, my partner at the time really was a big fan and lived around the corner of them, so I donated a bunch of money in his name for them. So I think there's a chair that might have his name on it, but I don't know if they removed them. I think it was only like temporary. Oh, and a puzzle. I got a puzzle of the photo of the theater. The Review is really cool. And what's the other one? The one on Bloor Paradise? Oh, hey, Yoshi. Oh, wow. 4-hour live stream at the auto show. So we're now walking south along Broadview. We're going to go check out Riverdale Park. Yeah, it's kind of stopped, the snow. He says, well, no, half the time was lunch. Yeah, I saw you guys all eating in the restaurant. I caught a little bit of that. I hear someone playing drum and bass inside their car. I can hear the beats. Oh wow, some of these older houses, they look very like haunting but quite pretty with the snow on them. Well, you can see the snow has temporarily stopped. But it'll probably come back. It's been kind of on and off like this for a bit. Hey, Magically Ever Melanie, good to see ya. None says you guys got snow. We did. We got a bit of a dumping of it. It kind of stopped. It's funny because the city did do a very good job so far of keeping the sidewalks and the streets plowed and salted. But they did not do such a good job 3 weeks ago. Yeah, there's a big pile of snow. I could go tobogganing down this one, right? I must say the sad thing is it makes it feel like the time till spring/summer is now further apart. Because yesterday it was sunny and kind of warmish, and I was like, oh, I'm so excited for spring coming soon. I think I said that on my live stream, and then now I'm like, oh, wait, it's still going to be a little bit. Oh, that's cute. The little girl found a headband. And they want to leave it for the other girl who might have lost it. And Transit says somebody dropped the snowball there. Major mobility issues on sidewalk. Yeah. Even if you watch my live stream from then, I don't know how many times I was like about to fall. Here we are, Riverdale Park East, Lower Don Valley. Looks like the park maintenance workers are doing something down there. Looks like they're doing snow removal. I see the push snowplow or whatever. I guess the skating rink's still open. Well, I'm glad the snow cleared up because I have to make my way out to the west end. I was worried about the subway. Although I guess it's mostly fine. It's just the outdoor areas that usually get stuck in the snow. Look at this mess. Weird. So the little glimpse I can see of Riverdale Park, I do not see anyone out there. I could be wrong. Maybe they're just hard to see. Oh God, these maple syrup ads. They get very unhinged sometimes. Like this is okay, yeah, add maple syrup to your wings. But there's one that was like kind of gross. It was like add maple syrup to your spaghetti. I don't know if I agree with that one. Although I guess now that I'm thinking about it, the spaghetti that they have at Jollibee does have quite a lot of sugar in it, and it is pretty good. Nenim says that the snow make Torontonians appreciate the warmer months more than more southern cities. I believe so, yeah. We definitely, as Torontonians, we do maximize our use of outdoor spaces during the warmer months. Because we know it's very limited. Usually when you see if it gets up over 10 degrees Celsius, maybe around 15 degrees Celsius, even if it's early in like March or April, you'll sometimes see some businesses scrambling to get their patio furniture out. So people will go have a drink on the patio. Even if like the next day it's suddenly going to be a snowstorm. Yeah, Toronto's everything in the summer. Yeah. I think a lot of us Torontonians have seasonal depression because of how the city becomes once it gets cold and dark here. Have I been watching the Winter Olympics? I keep forgetting that they're on. I'm usually more in tune with reading the news about the Olympics, but for some reason, I think I just have so many things going on the last couple of weeks, and I had that really nasty cold, so I think I just forgot about it. I forget it's the Olympics time. And I think this weekend's the last weekend. They did not shovel these walks at all. They're like getting worse and worse as I go down. I mean, they don't need to, right? Because there's no residential houses here or businesses. There we go, Riverdale Park. No one's tobogganing. Huh. Likely because the kids had a school day today, so I don't think school's out just yet. Or maybe it is, maybe it's out now and they just haven't made their way here. And Gay Solo Travel says, the sidewalk around Riverdale is always messy. And Megan says, such a beautiful view. Yeah. Fortunately, you can't see the CN Tower today. Because usually it'd be kind of like over there. But it's all cloudy and foggy. And there's probably snowfall that's obscuring the view. But we'll walk a bit slowly around here. We'll linger a little bit. So Toboggan Hill, welcome to your local Toboggan Hill. Check the hill for hazards. Kneel or sit in your toboggan. Make sure your route is clear. So I learned from Johnny's stream about 2 years ago that these green pipes are all venting methane gas from the bottom, because this used to be a landfill a couple of lifetimes ago. Hey, Greggles. But I think someone was asking if you light a match above it, will it start a flame? But no, apparently it's not. The venting is very, very weak, so there's not enough methane to combust or to light up. But it could accumulate over time. That's why they have to keep venting it. Too bad. I was hoping to see some kids go tobogganing. Maybe they're sick of it because they've had snow for the last month. Wow, she was not going to let me pass by. She was like coming for me and to step out on the road to avoid her. Hey, Miss Lobo Bob. Yeah, none. Oh, wait. We missed it. They're there. Some appeared behind us. Okay, so what we'll do is we're gonna go down to Gerrard and look at Chinatown for a hot minute or two, and then we'll walk back up this way and see if more tobogganers come. Because they're getting set up, so they'll be a wait. But yeah, when we have a quiet moment, just want to say if you're enjoying this walk, please hit the thumbs up button. It helps share the stream. And if you like this sort of stuff, I do live walks around the city pretty often. So if you want, you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button and it'd be pretty awesome. Help my channel grow a bit. And it's free. Hey, free things are good. So up over there is Rooster Coffee, I think. Yeah, it is. Slow Boss says I dislike aggressive pedestrianing. Well, it's like there's a small, like there's not even a path to walk on here. But like she was like gunning for me that I had to step out on the road. Like she wasn't shifting to go to the right, or her left rather. And then red. Is it Rooster Coffee? There we go. It's a really cute place. I should probably do a drawing of it someday. Slowbot says a pet peeve of mine is when people get 2 or 3 abreast and take up the whole sidewalk. Yeah, I think it's funny when you're on a busy sidewalk and there's like couples holding hands, and I always joke that I want to Red Rover them. Which is when you, I don't know, maybe most of you like, you might not know what Red Rover is. Most of us played that in elementary school, but maybe it started getting too aggressive. But it's when people, like there's 2 teams and you form a line holding hands and you beckon someone from the other team, Red Rover, we choose blank to come over, and they have to break through the chain. Otherwise they get absorbed into that team. So they have to charge through someone's hand holding. And if they break it, they get to go back to their team. And if they don't break it, they get absorbed into the other team. Mr. Law says, Red Rover, can Eddie come over? I think I was talking about Red Rover on one of these live streams, and some people didn't know what I was talking about. I should Red Rover them. Where the wind is starting to pick up. I might go up a couple of side streets when I'm turning back around, just so it's quieter. See, she was nice. She stepped aside. I was thinking I was going to cross the crosswalk there, but there's a bunch of cars coming and it's probably hard to stop. So I'll wait till I get to the lights. No Name says, I can't imagine what the experience is for people that have never had to deal with snow. Yeah, I have a friend that it was their first big snowfall this year, because they grew up where there wasn't much snow, and We had we had a really big one 3 weeks ago. I think we broke a record for the amount of snowfall. And they couldn't believe it. Like they're just like, how do you survive? How do people go to work the next day? Yeah, it kind of sucks for people that move to the city during the winter months, and they get depressed and they think this is what Toronto is, and then they want to leave. Meanwhile, our best months are probably April to October, or even May to September. Hey, Sebastian. Mr. Lobob says, I learned that proper footwear is the biggest learning curve for newcomers, but they learn the hard way. Yeah, that and actually jackets. I had a friend that moved from the UK years ago and never had an appropriate winter jacket, and then finally got one at a thrift store and said it changed their experience coming out in the snow or in the cold weather. The Don Jail. I remember waiting with you guys for like 2 hours on a live stream to come check it out during doors open, and then finding out on the live stream that you can actually come and see it on non-doors open days. It was a fun lineup. Hey, Marcus. Good to see you, Marcus. I've been seeing you pop up in Maddie's streams. Did Maddie even go live today? Is he live yet? Did he end up chickening out? They're coming up to Broadview. Or sorry, Broadview and Gerrard. There's a lot of people there. I guess schools did get out. So it's all the students.
Today could have been a snowstorm too.
And Marcus. I was happy to come out in it. I used to be a viewer, right? Like I used to watch Toronto Tech and Transit Henry's live streams out in the snow. Silent viewer. So I'm happy to pick up the slack while he's on extended hiatus. Or not hiatus, extended break. There we go. I think hiatus means something different. Oh yeah, so Marie and Miss Lobobob, our library lovers. There we go. Close up of the Riverdale branch that we walked by yesterday. I guess it's open, right? Looks like it's open because it looks like the steps have been used. But there, sorry, I didn't know why I'm in such a hurry to walk by this place. I forgot that you were here, Marie. Oh, the rotunda of the Don Jail. But the rotunda also made me think of this building, which I guess it is open. Yeah, that would be a pretty cool place to watch fireworks. And Megan says book lovers unite, and Gregor says gorgeous. Oh, this rotunda. Yeah, can you actually get up there on that balcony? Probably not. Oh god, I'm gonna have to walk in this slush. There we go. Here we go, guys. I have to go a bit slow because the white markings get very, very slippery when they're wet. Of course, you don't get much time to cross. Ugh, there we go. We sneak in one day. I saw that there's more leaks of the Osmo Pocket 4 or the DJI Pocket 4, and I think the camera will be a lot nicer on it, but I mean, I think the 3 is already really nice. My problem with the 3 is that it doesn't connect well over Wi-Fi to phone to do live streaming. Even Johnny gave up on it, and he was troubleshooting the heck out of it, and it would be such a great camera because it's small. Nobody really notices it when you're holding it. You can sneak in places with it. So I'm hoping when the 4 gets announced or comes out that they've fixed that. I think they need to like give you the option to wire it directly to your phone and not use Wi-Fi to send the signal to your phone and then your phone uploads it to the internet. In Sweden they call this melting snow slask. Yeah, Gregor, the Pocket 3 is really good if you use it as a webcam, but it doesn't let you plug it into your phone and then live stream it mobile. That would solve a lot of the issues because the connection drops a lot between the Pocket to your phone because your phone has to connect to it over Wi-Fi to get the video feed. Oh wow, deja vu. We were just here yesterday, guys. We need a live stream around here. I lit for sweets. Brown slush on the ground, yeah. The downside of snow in Toronto is this gross slush stuff. Okay, I think we're gonna, it gets a little bit boring going this way. So I think we're gonna head back to Riverdale Park. How's my battery? 100%, good. We were rolling. So we'll go see if there's any tobogganers, and then we'll head back up to the Danforth. Living wall, except it's all fake. As impure as the driven on snow. That's a good one. It is the driven on snow. Look at that slush. See, the 506 is still running. Actually, all the streetcars seem to be running and doing quite well. And Flick says, anyone heard about line 5 today? Did something happen on it? Look, all the slush, it's so gross. It's so mucky. Oh, one of the sidewalk plows is up there. But it doesn't look like they plowed this sidewalk. We're gonna have to go step into it. Slow Bob says, sometimes I think of it as some sort of coffee mocha shaven ice dessert. Kind of see that. It's a little bit more on the gray-brown hue. Yeah, I think mocha drinks are a little bit more on the warmer brown than the icky grayer brown. It's more of the library. And Live for Sweet says, nothing like the sound of crushing snow. Thanks for taking us along on your walk. Thank you for joining me on my walk. Makes it feel a heck of a lot less lonely. Although, mind you, sometimes I do like going on walks and just listening to music. Okay, is she going to push out so I can cross, or is she gonna just sit in the middle of the intersection? Her opening is there. I'm gonna have to wait. There we go. Oh. Evergreen Brickworks bus. Where does this shuttle come from and go? I've never taken this. I didn't even know they had a shuttle bus down to the Evergreen Brickworks. What? Okay, let's go have a closer look at the Don Jail in the winter. Where is it going? Evergreen Brickworks bus. Oh my god, I didn't know this street's called Blue Rodeo Drive. Blue Rodeo Drive. So Bob says from Broadview Station. Oh, so I guess the road to get there is from here? I thought it would go down like Pottery Road or something. Griggle says, interesting, looks like a retirement community shuttle. Yeah, that's actually a really good description. Or like one of those, like the Wheel-Trans vehicles. That's funny. Okay, so it's shoveled. This walk is shoveled. So we can get a little bit of a closer look at the Don Jail. Ah, yeah, Miss Little Bob, I see what you're saying. So they pick them up from Broadview Station. I thought there was a bus, like a TTC bus that goes down there. I remember we did a walk almost like a year ago. Probably was a year ago, actually. It might have been January last year. With my sister and Liam came and sniped us, and he had to get on a bus. Oh, this guy's coming back. And I'm like right in the middle of his pathway. The girl says, is the Evergreen Brickworks a tourist spot? I guess so. It's not really, it kind of depends. They have various events that happen throughout the year. I don't think there's anyone, like, I don't think there's anything, like, I don't think there's daily events. I think every weekend they do something different. I could be wrong. Yeah. And I remember waiting here, looking at these bricks. It feels like the wait from like that side was forever. And then as soon as we got to like this side, it felt like it started going a lot quicker. It actually is a really, really cool museum to visit. Oh, look at this. There's little like doggy paws here. It's so cute. There, another view at the Don Jail. I hope you guys are enjoying. I'm staying a little bit away from Broadview. I'll have to make my way back there just so it's a bit quieter, so you're just not hearing the cars constantly sloshing by. It's a lot quieter here. I've never really walked around these grounds. Let's go explore a little bit. Oh, Flick. He was talking about Laurier? Laurier. He kept saying Laurier. I think Stip and Brady were getting so agitated by... That man was just coming up with an excuse to say the word. Oh, in fact, my wife's middle name is Laurier. I went to a pub in Newfoundland and they have a drink called Laurier. Potographs. That's cute. That's a cute word. That would be a really cute business name for a business that takes photos of pets. We're going to look at the Don Jail from the entrance. I don't want to go right up to the hospital entrance though. But I wonder if I can go around and get a view from the other side, if there's a view of the valley. I've never explored here, so it'd be interesting. Although it looks like it's all gated off. So I don't know, can't go this way. Area closed for winter. But can I get to like that balcony thing over there? I don't know. We'll find out. Let's go for a walk. I don't know if I can get there. Maybe. I'm trudging in the snow. No, it's gated off. You can see there's a fence there. I do not want to be seen going into areas I'm not supposed to on a live stream. Aw, dogs. Yeah, Miss Little Bob, you can go down to that level, but it looks like it's still all blocked off for going any further. And it is the hospital property, so. And I'm sure if the security or staff see me walking around, they're gonna like wonder what the heck am I doing. Oh, that guy in the red hat is over there. He's filming stuff with his phone. We'll get another view of the Don Jail. You know, I've never looked into why a lot of things here are named Don. Don Mills, Don Jail, Don Valley. I guess Don is like a prominent family surname. Looks like we can kind of walk through here at least. Yes, the Don River also. Don Works. Yeah, I wonder, I'm curious. So this kind of branches off. We can go this way. Although it kind of dead ends. Or I guess it goes, no, it dead ends. There's some people out over there. I don't know what they're doing, but I don't want to film them. Zobov says in 1793, and Nightbot pushed that chat up, Lieutenant Governor John Graves Simcoe named the Don River in Toronto after the River Don in Yorkshire. Oh, okay. So, and I guess like people are just like, oh, I like that name Don. I'm gonna name everything else Don. And Bobby says that natives call it native land for over 30,000 years. Let's celebrate. Yeah, let's celebrate by renaming it to an even worse name. We'll call it Don. It's kind of like a bland name, Don. I wonder what the original indigenous name is for the Don River and the Don Valley. I'm sure somebody might know. That'd be cool to find out. There's the 505. All right, let's see if we can see some tobogganers. But if you're enjoying this, remember to hit that like button. It helps the stream out. And if you like this kind of content, me walking around the city, go ahead and hit the subscribe, because that would be really, really awesome if you did that. And Soccer Boy says Mississauga has only ice. It seems like there's a transition of snow in Toronto, ice in Mississauga, to just rain in Hamilton. Oh, great. This is going to be fun to try to walk through. All right. As long as nobody goes in this lane and splashes me, they're going to go in this lane and splash me, aren't they? It's Murphy's Law. Look at it. It looks like the ocean or the sea when you're at the beach and you just see like the water, except it's gross brown slush. Thanks, Transit Mobile Scooter, said to take my time and be safe. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not in a hurry. I don't have to be anywhere till later, so I can hang out with you guys and I can take my sweet ass time walking through this. I'm stepping in other people's steps. It's a lot easier. Streetcar's coming. Ms. Lobop says indigenous people, specifically the Anishinaabe, historically called the Don River, oh my gosh, I am gonna butcher that word, Wasaish Kodenayosh, or variations like Wan Squatanach, meaning burning bridge point. Oh, that's cool. Maybe that's why Bridgepoint is called Bridgepoint. Or the river from the Blackburn ground. Oh, I like that name. Torchlit fishing. That's really cool. That's actually a way more interesting sounding name than Dawn. Oh yeah, thanks, Juanita. 219 people here. Welcome, guys. I'm glad you're all enjoying this from the comfort of your home. Although I think it's safe to say the snow has stopped falling for now. Yeah, I'm gonna get splooshed. Yeah, there goes my pant legs. No tobogganers. None. Where did the other ones go? Did they just toboggan and take off? Or is this just not good snow for tobogganing in, I wonder? Thanks, soccer boy. And thank you, Greggles. Vera says, hello everyone. Vera from Rio, Brazil. And when I see Brazilians, I always ask if they know who Inez Brazil is. Okay, either I'm having a stroke or someone is cooking onions because it smells like sauteed onions, like very intensely right now. And there's no restaurant near here, so someone must have decided. Someone's decided to start cooking onions and open their window. Wow, it's really strong. It smells good though, but it's the most random thing to smell while you're walking in the middle of this like slushy snow. Oh, I make myself laugh. Frying onions. Weird. Why is the Mortimer bus hospital? Oh. That's interesting. I didn't know the Mortimer bus would come down to Bridgepoint, the complete opposite direction of Mortimer. I guess it does a loop. Maybe it just comes up, goes down, probably goes up, and then goes back onto Mortimer. I don't know. And Transit Mobile says, in the beginning of all my videos, I explain what Takaranto actually means. Am I even saying that word right? I've seen it spelled many times. I don't think I've heard it verbalized. That's cool. Yeah, I should probably do something more like that instead of my hello, bonjour, and a little bit something acknowledging, some acknowledgement. Hey, soccer god. It's good to see ya. Nope, no tobogganer, guys. Still no CN Tower over there either. The fried onion smell has dissipated. I'm doing good, doing pretty well. Yeah, I do these live stream walks from time to time. I'm trying to do them more regularly. I was doing them more regularly. Oh. Dundas. To Dundas West Station. About a year ago or so. I don't know if you remember me. I probably need to zoom in on your face photo there. Ooh, sparkage. Because it's like very, very tiny on the screen right now. Said, I'm from Newfoundland. We met a few years ago. Dennis? It just says, oh my God, bro. I hate Canada after this. Yes, this is Toronto right now. Oh, we have some cute tobogganers going down. Oh yeah, David Angelo. I see you time to time on Switch, and you're always watching the YouTube. Yeah, I remember you. I guess you're still living in Toronto then. Here we go. These kids are about to go down. Let's see. They survived. They actually managed to stay on it the whole time. Good for them. They're brave though, because nobody else wants to come out in this. And you're still at the same place. Oh, nice. How am I going to do this? I guess I still have to walk through the slush. Yeah, this is awful. My gimbal battery is showing yellow, but I think that's fine. I think that just means that like 60% or something. As long as it's not red, we're good. On your friend back in Newfoundland, they're getting 55 centimeters of snow. Wow. That's nuts. Here, we'll get another look of Riverdale Park. All right. So 2 brave tobogganers we saw. And they're having the time of their lives because there's nobody else here to crash into, right? Ah, thank you, mods. I'm glad someone's keeping a watch. I can't touch the screen right now with these chunky gloves on. All right, we're gonna go check out the Danforth. All right, thanks for stopping by and saying hello. We'll have to get in touch sometime soon. Yep, more slush on my pants. That's supposed to be somewhere after. Guess I'm gonna look a little bit muddy. Boy, this is not fun. It's good cardio though. I think I'm gonna cross at these lights just so I can actually walk on stable ground. Yeah, we did. We got around 50 plus centimeters a few weeks ago. We still have giant snowbanks. Yeah, I'm gonna cross here. It's so weird. Like, look at, they did such a good job clearing this, but then they didn't touch any of the sidewalk here. How bizarre. How bizarre. I'd like to taste this brown snow. It looks delicious. I don't think you want to do that. There's a dog. So it says mocha chocolate. That's the flavor of this. There's those funny pranks where these people will do like one of those like lemon squirty things, lemon flavor enhancers, and they'll squirt it in the snow and then bring their like elderly parent or grandparent out and be like, oh, yellow snow, I'm gonna eat this. And then they start eating it and then they're like shocked, like, oh, so silly. Okay, this isn't much better. We need a bigger spoon. How about a forklift? You know what it actually kind of looks like now that I think about it? It kind of looks like when you get like a Tim Hortons like ice cap and then at the end of it, it's just kind of like brown rock hard slush. Like the chocolate or whatever's in it, the coffee has been sucked out, but there's still some remnants. Okay, crossing the road did not help at all. Whew. Sorry guys, I'm feeling winded. Walking uphill in this. Good thing somebody shoveled the sidewalk. Whew. Actually, it made my legs really wobbly. Oh, hang on, there's people behind me. I'll let them pass. Whoa. Yep, all up the side of my jacket and on my bag now, thanks to that bus. Ugh, gross. Oh, now I just saw a weather alert saying that they're calling for freezing drizzle for now until 2 a.m. So I would say check your weather app if you have to go out and drive in this later, because that'll be pretty slick and dangerous. You gotta be safe out there, guys. Says how much for rent. I was actually looking at this building yesterday. I think the bachelor is, I think it was like $1,550. I think the one bedroom was $1,800. It's actually a really nice building. And you're actually like really close to it, no frills, to a beautiful park, to the subway. It's actually like, this is actually a really, really prime location. Timmy says $1,550, that's cheaper than Halifax. It's tiny, these like bachelor units. You can't even fit like a couch. Like it would just be a bed or a futon bed. I was also talking to my friend, my best friend from Montreal yesterday, because I was like showing him listings and looking at it, and he was like, before the pandemic, $700 a month in Montreal would get you a pretty big one bedroom. But he's like, now they're getting really close to Toronto prices. But I guess in that hand, it's because Toronto prices are also starting to come down. This is a cute little sign, a little chubby bird nest peddler. There we have no frills. Last time I went in there on a live stream, somebody recognized me. When was that? That was back in like December or November. So all it says, well, the market is finally no longer bearing the increases landlords have been pushing, but it's still out of reach for many. Your ideal is to get locked in at a good rate on a rent-controlled unit, and then you're set. Especially if it's like one of those older apartment buildings, and you don't have to deal with like a landlord, you deal with like an agency. So I think that's the kind of situation that I'm looking for. Yeah, a lot of these places even will offer you a month or two for rent for free because they're really looking for tenants. Oh, Transit Mobile Scooter. I just called 311 about Broadview. They're going to brush it off until I told them the city is currently violating the AODA. Good job. Good job on that Transit Mobile Scooter. Thumbs up. Yeah, what the hell, man? That was like both sides of Broadview. Like, I thought I'd cross the street on this side and it'd be better, but nope. And then we even saw one of those street plows or the sidewalk plows go down Broadview, but not be on the sidewalk or not with its plow down. There we go. Look at Broadview and Danforth. I'm gonna let these girls pass. Oh, they're actually going in the place that I paused to let them pass. That's funny. And you told him it was Danforth the Queen on both sides. I'm curious, yeah, was it like, I didn't actually get to see south of Gerrard, but the fact that like both sides of Broadview from north of Gerrard, like I could get maybe not doing the park side, but not doing the other side, which is residential apartment buildings and stuff like that, that's not good. Also, the fact they were brushing it off was like kind of, that's shitty, yeah. Hey, Arnold, One Hand Life. Slippery snow is outside this afternoon. Yeah, you got to take care. You got to be very careful. It's kind of a bit better now, but when I first came out earlier, it was like ice underneath the snow. Not that great. And we're now passing by the Danforth Music Hall. Who's playing today? It's the 18th, right? How frequent do they update these shows that like, it always seems to be ahead of the date? And then I can never see who's actually coming because the headliner for tonight's show is always on the front facing Bloor or facing Danforth, so I can't even see it. I have to cross the street to see it. So that doesn't help. I guess their logic is that the show the day of, you probably already have your ticket anyway, so they don't need to advertise it. Or maybe there's no show today. Maybe the next one is not until February 21st. Oh, the interesting tentacle tree. And Arnold says, the snow can't balance my walk with one hand. Yeah, I have a good friend who's also an amputee and is missing his right arm and does find these moments difficult to balance. So that's another reason the city has to work a bit harder at clearing off the sidewalks. Especially for mobility issues. So I heard a piano, and then that was back there. I think it was coming from outside of Factory Girl. You can kind of hear it being played too. I think it was a pre-recording though. I don't think it was live piano or live pianist. Craig says, the bad thing about winter is that it gets people's humor. I feel happy in cold days, but most of them don't like it. Can see it through their faces. Yeah, it did sound live, but I don't think there's a piano in there. Maybe there is, maybe I'm wrong. And Arnold says, I just went to West Park Healthcare Center for my right hand prosthetic. Oh, that's cool. Did you get the prosthetic today, or were you just being sized for it or fitted for one? Or I know sometimes it could take a while to get a prosthetic done. Oh, these are really cute. Oh, friendship. Being together. Oh, I used to like Valentine's Day and birthday cards. It's cute. Oh yeah, these are really cute. I'd have no place to put them, but they're so cute. Especially this little beer garden one. Aw. I like them. I saw people in here like painting things. So I wonder if they do some sort of classes or they make miniatures in there. I'm gonna look it up later because I think like making miniatures would be really, really cool. If that's what it is, because there's so many actually ceramic places on the Danforth now. Like there's one there, like paint your own ceramic. There's another one on this side, and I think there's like a third one. And then there's one down by Broadview and Gerrard. Yeah, Miss Global Bob. I've always had a fascination in miniatures. When I was a teen, me and my dad would carve like little wooden chairs and tables and such just for fun, and kind of set them up. And I've always wanted like a little dollhouse. I was into the Lego house sets for a bit because I liked how creative they were with like the little parts. Like the Home Alone house, and they have the kitchen. They did a good job with that kitchen. There was like a miniatures competition show. I think it was on Netflix or something. I was watching for a bit, but never, I think I only watched like an episode or two. Never really kept up with it. Did you see the ones that guy made of miniatures of live music clubs? No, I haven't. I really like Little Canada, but there's something kind of like too pristine about all of their displays in a way. Like I kind of like the more miniature handcrafted look, whereas theirs just feel a little bit more like industrial made. I know they're not, like you literally can watch them hand paint them and whatnot. I remember I went to this miniatures thing back when I was a kid in Niagara Falls. So this must have been like 35 plus years ago. I don't think it exists anymore. But it was really cute. They did like little Niagara Falls, little Toronto, but like you could tell they were just like handmade by like an older person. So they were like a little bit rough, but just like the creativity, like I think they were using like steel wool to show sort of where the falls was, like the foam or the mist from the falls. Hey, Mr. Andrew, you're back. What did you miss? You missed trudging through a kilometer of thick snow on Broadview. That was not fun. And I wanted to keel over and die. Okay, I'm gonna pretend to pause here for a second. Okay, good, they're crossing. It like irritates me a little bit that when those like there was like a group of like teenage girls behind me and they were talking about something like my live stream or whatnot and whether they should approach me or something. I was like, no, I'm gonna stand aside and let them pass. But I could hear every word. Sola says, I have not visited Little Canada with you. Yeah, I did it's on my channel, one of my pre-records. Yeah. I think around September last year, I did a quiet version of Little Canada. Like I didn't talk during it, I just did a bunch of different shots of all the displays, kind of did an ASMR version of it. My wife made fresh biscuits, so I had to do my part and eat them while they were hot. That's the best. And then you put a bit of butter on them and the butter just melts. Oh, so good. Yeah, it's just on my, I think if you go to my channel and you hit vids, it should be there. And you say, can't stand that dude, can't you cook? Is there a problem with your hands? I don't know who you're talking about. Oh, I didn't realize there's the gong cha here. There's actually, I might have passed it already, the Midnight Cookies place. It's really delicious cookies. Whew. Oh, interesting. Casa Sushi, this is where it was. Someone was telling me about it the other day and I didn't know where it was. Casa Sushi. And there we are, back to Alexander the Great Parkette. But we'll stay on this side. I need to switch hands. My one hand is getting cold again, even with the heating pack in. So these are cool signs around the city, which if you're a cyclist or you ride your e-scooters or whatnot, you'd know them. But I always like that they have these, so it tells you where the next bike lanes are to go down. And Mr. Anders says push pounds bulk pot store. No, it's a gym, sports medicine place. What's funny is this place over here, it says 1 gram. It's kind of next to the TD Bank. And before it was open, I thought it was going to be a pot shop. I don't know why. I was like, I know very little about drugs and drug culture, but for some reason I thought 1 gram is like what you call weed, but apparently it's a different drug that I'm not going to say the name of. But I thought it was going to be a pot shop, but it opened up and it's a coffee shop. 1 gram of coffee. Oh, the Danforth barbershop is open. Oh boy. It's nice that the snow is all flattened at least. It's easier to walk on. It's a bit slippery though. Oh, my nose is running though. There's your Valentine's Day lingerie, although I'm going to say past Valentine's Day. Oop. Almost slipped there. So yeah, I think it's safe to say the snow is done snowing for now. I think it's been a little bit since we've seen some snowfall, and it appears to have ended for now. Ms. Olaf says spring is around the corner, honest. Oh man, I want Japanese food so bad, but there's so much rice and breaded stuff. And I can't. A few more weeks and I'll be good. I think it's the Mexican sushi place. Wow, this guy pushing a mega stroller. I don't know if I'm allowed to cross it all. And Gregor said low carb winter. Yeah, just for about 6 weeks or so. It's been pretty good. I've lost a bunch of weight and my blood sugars are in the green, so I can welcome back carbs soon. But man, it really saps your energy because I've been trying to do workouts also. But I mean, I guess carbs are energy. No Lego sets out. Also, I learned my lesson a year ago to not walk on this when it's wet. It's very slippery. We'll be closed today at 4 p.m. due to the weather. Huh. They closed. Hello, Craig. And another shot of the Holy Name Church. I hope one of the other walktubers goes on after I'm done. It'll be nice to see with the city lights on. The snow just fallen. Oh, firewood for all your firewood needs. So we're now at Pape in Danforth. Oh, here comes the Pape bus to splash us all. And you said a homeless? No, it's just garbage that someone left out. It's been there for a while. I'm sure it probably belongs to someone and they just kind of like left it there. But there's no one out there, at least thankfully. Hopefully there's somewhere warm. Yes, Miss Lovelow, this is the Pape, the new Pape.
Do you know where Donlands is, please?
Donlands? It's straight this way.
Really?
Yeah, that way.
Thank you.
No worries. So yeah, that's the new Ontario line there. Or, sorry, the new Pape station for the Ontario line. Although they changed the name of it, because sometimes it's the Relief line. I don't know what it's currently being called now. But we'll see. I'm gonna step here. That lady is waiting for me to guide her to Donlands or something, but I don't think she realizes that I'm live streaming. Use your phone lane. No, she probably doesn't have a phone, Craig. Unfortunately, that's what I'm guessing, but okay, I think we can. There we go. Okay, she passed me the other way. I hope she finds out where Donlands is. It's a little bit cold. She should be somewhere warm. Yeah, they tore down that building. It was like the Eaton something. I think it was like a famous pub or building. Well, locally famous. But it's all gone now. I gotta say though, the renderings for the building they're putting up here though does look pretty nice. So it'll change the face of this intersection quite a bit. Oh my god, there's a giant Petrol Canada truck going in there, along with the loud Greek music being blasted from Athens. Probably need fuel for all the digging machines and whatnot. Oh, that's a new sign. And so it says the Eaton Tavern. It was no great shakes, just old and beloved. Yeah, I guess it was its time. Some people were like upset, but these are people that also weren't probably willing to put their money where their mouth is and help revitalize it. Here's the stop shaving your beaver sign. French in case I'm looking for a job. Oh, interesting. That looks new. There's a passport photo place. I think it says coming. Oh, and a beauty supply store. So it's a couple of different things in there. I thought most people just go to Shoppers Drug Mart and get their passport photos done. I like that the salt is blue that man is putting down. Looks so much nicer than the brown. What is it? The blue salt? Yeah. It's basically kind of like an antifreeze. I don't know if the blue is actually like a chemical or it's just so you could see where it's being put down. Maybe a bit of both. hey Sarah. Says I've managed to get online before bed and saw Snowy Walk was live. I'll have to catch up on this tomorrow. Hope you're well, Eddie. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing well too. The earlier parts of the stream were a lot more snowier. It's all stopped now and being shoveled away. Oh, Transit Mobile Scooter, $2. Start off my hot drink fund. Okay, I'm gonna try this because my gloves are too thick. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Thank you so much, Transit Mobile Scooter, for the $2. Definitely getting something warm after this. Yeah, I've mastered hitting the gimbal trigger to make my phone flip around. We'll have to troubleshoot filming scooter rides. Hey, BG6429. Hello, folks. Actually, I want to see their menu. These prices aren't too bad, actually. I still have not come here, even though I've walked by it many times. Oh, 99 pence hot dog from Sarah. Thank you so much, Sarah, for the super sticker hot dog. I'm hungry, so I might have one of those soon. But thank you so much. As soon as I can flip my phone back around. There we go. There's Square Boy. Square Boy also has really, really cheap food. So for $8, you can get chicken burger with fries and pop. And also get a hamburger with fries and pop. And I think cheese is only like $1. You can get a chicken souvlaki on bun with fries for $11. Half a chicken, fries or salad for $14. This is like really great deals. Those are like 2008 prices. Mind you, they're cash only, so you have to bring cash. They have an ATM in there, but I think it charges you. And interestingly enough too, this is oddly a dead zone for banks. So I think the next bank is like over by Pape, and then going this way, it's the Coxwell. And I think there's no banks between Jones and Coxwell. And so it says, I guess the tavern was in part of the building, but I didn't know the history of the building. Oh, you're looking up the Eaton building, I assume. Hey, Lisa, Travels with Lisa. Good to see you. I hope you and Adam are doing well. Oh my gosh, Flick Hunter. $10. Also contributing to the post-stream hot drink fund. Oh my gosh, Flick, you shouldn't have, but thank you so much. Thank you so much, Flick Hunter. And thanks for sitting out most of the stream. I think you've been here pretty much the whole time. But thank you so much, my friend, and cheers. And I can get the gimbal to go. There we go. Nope, not yet. There we go. And Craig says, I usually don't eat fast food. Good rule to live by. I haven't had, maybe I did have McDonald's 2 weeks ago. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, but I haven't really had any. That's been it for a while. Yeah, we have our two favorite British ladies in the chat, Lisa and Sarah. And Lisa is in Canada right now. I think you and Adam are out in the falls. I caught some of your stream when you guys were at the auto show last week. But you guys should definitely check out Lisa's channel. And of course, Adam's channel, Adam Hidden Jackpots. And if you're into ASMR, you should check out Evoke ASMR's channel. Hey, Arlie Free. And I guess with it being almost 5 o'clock, everyone's getting off work. Oh, something smells so good. It smells like fresh bread. I'm not sure from where though. We're gonna continue. I have to be somewhere soon, but I guess I could walk to the next subway station. I was gonna sign off at Donlands, but I'm gonna go to Greenwood. Hey, Lorraine McLean. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna have to walk on the other side actually. It's not plowed at all. No, there's no ice accumulation here, Soccer Boy. There's no precipitation at the moment right now at all, actually. But I did see a warning pop up on my phone that there's a ice drizzle warning in effect until 3 a.m. tonight. Oh my gosh, Lisa, wow, 20 pounds. Get yourself a nice hot drink. Lisa, thank you so much. That's so very generous of you. I really appreciate that. And I hope you're doing well. And guys, please check out Lisa. I'm walking in the middle of the road while I'm doing this right now. Check out Lisa's channel, Travels with Lisa MH. She does really good content. And she travels around a lot. I remember watching some of your cemetery walks, which were really fascinating. But yeah, guys, please check out her channel. You can go to the corner. There we go. And Andrew says, lots of snert. Snert. I like that word. I'm going to try to remember that. Snow and dirt. Snert. It kind of sounds like snit, which if you grew up in Canada and you watched YTV in the late 90s, early 2000s, it was a purple talking chewing gum TV screen thing. So we have the mosque over here. Oh, I think the bread, it's coming from here because it's definitely intensified the really wonderful smell of fresh baked bread. We've had a lot of really cool smells this year, this walk. We had what did we have? We had the fried onion smell over by Riverdale Park. Of all the things to smell was fried onions. And the fresh bread. Yes, this is a mosque in Toronto. We have a couple of mosques in Toronto. This is actually like a nice one too, like just the way it's designed. There's one I remember over by Church and Young where they intersect. It used to be a Shoppers Drug Mart and they turned it into a mosque. But it still unfortunately looks like a Shoppers Drug Mart. And so it says frying onions by the valley. I just have this vision of somebody standing in the kitchen, opening the window, pan frying onions in the middle of winter. I think this is where we started the stream earlier and we saw the guy shoveling this walkway here. Which, oh, for Desjardins, is for an insurance company. Yeah, they don't want a liability with you walking in front of the insurance company and breaking an ankle. Oh, I'm making myself laugh. This used to be a funeral home over here, actually. And they finally tore it down about a year ago. But haven't done anything with it yet. So hopefully, I think it's slated for redevelopment. Rails and ales. It's quite busy in there, although you can't really see. But I love these old wooden doors. And of course the joke of the area is that this is the seniors' home, and then the funeral home was right across the street. It's like, oh, clever business idea. But how nice of the senior housing place to shovel the sidewalk. Oh yeah, thanks again, Lisa. Transit says, transit mobile scooter at risk of freezing drizzle until noon tomorrow. Yeah, guys, be safe. I really hope the morning commute, for those of you that have to go out in it, isn't too bad. Do your best to not slip and fall. Hopefully the city and others have done their due diligence with salting and icing shoveling the sidewalk. Yeah, they're icing their sidewalks. Oh. I guess this is kind of an indication for me to say which businesses are closed, like possibly like as in vacant, because no sidewalk shoveling here, but this is a completely empty vacant business. Almost looks like a tax office. Client experience something. Oh. But wait a second. These businesses didn't shovel. It's a bankruptcy place. Oh, well, this is still for lease. And then the cannabis store. So we're now at Greenwood and Danforth. We're going to keep walking east, heading on out. What is gas price? 125.8. I've seen it lower. So this gas station, I found out through my friend Anna in the East End. If you come here after 10 p.m. through the week, it's usually the cheapest in this part of Toronto. This Esso right at Danforth and Greenwood. And I think a lot of people know that because there's usually a lineup at the pumps. I have no idea how gas prices are work or how that got decided or why that happens, but and Brad says 119 a liter there. Is it usually a bit cheaper up north? I'm always told like the city is so expensive. Oh, I'm gonna shout out to this cute place, guys. So North Pole Bakery. I actually went inside here on the weekend and the lady is like so sweet, the owner. And like she bakes everything herself and she's got like newspaper articles up about her. This is such a treasure gem of a place, guys. North Pole Bakery. It's an Italian bakery. So they do a lot of like breads and stuff like that and pastries. But please, if you're ever on this side of the city, please go check this out. I think she's even like making something right now. You can see her hands. Really cheap too, really affordable. Oh, hi Leslie, says, hello Eddie, how have you been? Haven't seen you on later. How's your mother? And can I ask you, do you know what happened to Henry? Because it seems that he just went the radar. So thanks for asking about my mom. She's doing okay. She has a big surgery scheduled in about a month. So that's been, oh, the subway's closed. I forgot about that. So that's been like weighing on me and making me anxious all the time and all that. Probably more so than her. But I'll keep you guys posted on that. Henry, I don't know Henry. He's taking a break. We don't know for how long. We all dearly, dearly miss him. We hope he comes back someday, even in any form, even if he's just like sniping someone or goes along with one of our walks for like half an hour. It'd be nice to see Henry again. Of course, we all miss him dearly. But we hope he's doing well. I think just like with when you're doing things like this, sometimes things can kind of become overwhelming or you sort of lose the passion for it for a bit and, you know, and then sometimes it comes back. Flick Hunter says the real sandwiches are probably authentic. Yeah. I need to try one actually. But yeah, we hope Henry comes back. He'll usually post like he's been pretty good at posting an update, just letting him know he's well on his members and his YouTube community posts. Oh my gosh, I remember I went to Iceland years ago. I guess 8 years ago it was. And I met a friend there, like it was someone I met online and I was talking to and planning this trip to go to Iceland for like a 4-day layover. And I agreed to, because he was borrowing his parents' car to take us around, and I agreed to pay for the gas for the car. Big mistake. To fill up that car, and it was just like a small like Honda Civic kind of car, and to fill it up was like $300 Canadian. Like holy cow, I mean everything in Iceland is expensive, but that's nuts. Oh, hey, it's Darren and Deepa. Darren Jones. I remember him when he would do Buzz on Rogers Cable. Him and Mr. Mo. Anyways, guys, I have to go into the subway, so I'm going to have to sign off momentarily. My apologies. I wish I could go longer, but unfortunately I have plans. But please check out any of the other Toronto live streamers. Maddie might be on Toronto. And if no one else is on, then I saw a notification pop up that Sweetly Lorelei is doing a live right now from Niagara Falls, which will probably be very beautiful. I don't know if it's raining or what's going on down there, but please check them out. Vincent. But yeah, I'm sad because everyone's starting to come in now and I have to say goodbye. I need to do these on... It needs to snow when I don't have plans already. But yeah, I'm gonna flip the screen around, guys, and say my goodbyes. 2.5 hours we went. Not bad. Not bad. And Transmobile Scooter says, have a good night, everyone. Be safe. Hey, Carmageddon. But yeah, sorry, my nose is all runny. But thanks everyone for joining in on that walk. Thank you everyone for all the super chats and for just even sitting and joining and subscribing and hitting the like and just having you all here has been a pleasure. And yeah, I'm gonna go into the subway and go get warm. And it was great seeing you all. Hopefully I'll do a live maybe on the weekend. I'll do another one soon. But yeah, if you have to go out in this, stay safe, stay warm, and don't slip. But yeah, until next time, everyone, take care and have a great rest of day / evening.